Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw, editorial director at tigerfitness.com and Muscle and Brawn Nutrition CEO. Guys, I got a Q&A question from Sean McLean. Sean wants to know how to run powerlifting as a beginner. He wants a beginner powerlifting program. So I'm going to get into just this question in this video because it's a very interesting question. It's a very interesting submission. Guys, before I get into this question, if you have a question for me, there's a Q&A link below. You can come on over, post your questions in that Q&A link. I answer every question posted. The best questions I turn into a video like this. Now, if I use your question in a video and you want a free copy of my book, all you have to do is check out my email, which is linked below. Come on over, email me, ask me for a copy of my book. I'll send it over, no questions asked. So let's get into the question. Is from Sean McLean. Again, Sean McLean. Now Sean comments, "Good morning, Beast. I am 41 years old, 335-pound man. I am in dire need of a beginner powerlifting program. I need to drop about 70 to 80 pounds or drop 50 and convert 30 into muscle. I've watched some of your videos and now I'm a subscriber to your YouTube channel. Can you please give me a routine to get started? Thank you." Now, Sean, here's the thing. Right now, I don't know your experience level, which puts me in kind of a hole. But since you mentioned you want a beginner powerlifting program, I'm going to assume that combined with your weight, which is 335 pounds, meaning you don't have a lot of lifting experience or you're fairly weak or one of the combinations of the two. I don't know where you're at. I am assuming you're relatively new to the iron game, you're relatively weak, and you have a lot of weight to lose. Now, we got some different goals here. Number one, you want to get as strong as possible. Number two, you want to train for powerlifting. Number three, well, those are kind of the same goals. So let me backtrack here. You want to get as strong as possible, which is your powerlifting goal. You want to lose weight and you want to build muscle. Now, here's what I need to tell you. As a beginner, you don't need a powerlifting program to build strength. Right now, because you want to build muscle, you want to build strength, you need a power building program, which means you need to focus on building as much strength as possible in conventional rep ranges, which is a 5 to 12 rep range. That's going to help you build muscle. You'll build strength along the way, and by the time you lose weight, you'll be ready to really rocket along more on the strength building end of things. Now, just keeping it real here, Sean, because I want to see you stay healthy. You're 41 years old. You're 335 pounds. About 18, 20 months ago, I was 45 and 346 pounds and very unhealthy. You can't sustain that weight. So losing weight is a good goal. You need to focus on that goal first and foremost. So what I recommend is focusing on that goal, the weight loss, while using a program that focuses on, that isn't powerlifting based per se, but is more power building based, where you are trying to build as much, you're trying to progress each time you're into the gym, but you're not necessarily doing low rep sets. So, with that said, there are plenty of programs in my book, and I'm going to send you a copy of my book, Sean. And I'm going to recommend that you find an upper-lower program instead of a full-body program. A full-body program can be rather challenging, especially to someone who is older, over the age of 40, doesn't have much lifting experience, and is rather heavy. So I want to see you doing an upper-lower type of split where you're doing like 5 to 6 exercises per day, where you're doing like 15 to 18 sets max per day. I want you to understand that you're going to be focused on progression during this time, but you're not going to be using low rep sets. You should probably build some strength since you haven't built any strength right now, but don't worry about the strength building things. Focus on what you can control until that weight is off. That's being consistent in the gym, That's going in and pushing sets for as many reps as possible, comfortable reps, not pushing them to failure, not pushing sets when you're past the point where your form is deteriorating, but doing safe reps, doing safe sets, and trying to push for progression. If you don't get stronger during the weight loss, so be it. You need to get your health back because, as I have said in the past, a power lifter who is dead has a 3-lift total of 0. A power lifter who is dead has a 3-lift total of 0. And at your weight and at your age, right now, you are on a fast track to ending up in a coffin. And I say that because I care, because I was there myself. So, you need to spend 3 months, probably 4 months, maybe 5 months, trying to get that weight off, trying to get down around 250, 260 pounds, while going into the gym using a power building upper-lower type of workout that has about 15 to 18 sets per workout. Now, Sean, I'm going to email you with my book, and I'm going to make a couple recommendations for programs. Once you get the book and the programs, if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me all you want. But look, don't worry about powerlifting. Spend a couple years building strength using conventional muscle building rep ranges of 5 to 12 for compounds, maybe 8 to 15 for isolation exercises. Develop consistency. Spend 2 to 3 years building muscle and progressing in those conventional rep ranges. When you get out of the tunnel after those 2 to 3 years and you're at 230, 220, 240 pounds or whatever, then it might be time after that 2 to 3 year period to start worrying about low rep sets if you still want to pursue strength training. That doesn't mean you can't compete in powerlifting even though you're not using low rep sets. You can. You just don't need them right now. You need to lose weight. You need a moderate volume program. You need to focus on progression. You need to focus on a program that is very, that gives you enough volume to help you build muscle and doesn't revolve around low rep sets. There is a myth that people think that if they want to do powerlifting, that they have to jump into low rep sets, and that's not the case if you're in your first several years of training. It's most beneficial during this point in time to focus on 5 to 12 rep range for compounds, 8 to 15 for isolations, and to build strength in that range, because you will build consistent strength for a very long period of time, for several years in that range, and while you're doing so, you'll build plenty of muscle. So when you get down to 220, 230, 240, you're going to have the muscle, you're going to have built some strength, and if you want to compete during that time, if you feel comfortable, you can. So, Sean, I hope this video has been of some help. Guys, again, if you have any questions or comments, if you'd like your questions answered by me, you can hit the Q&A link below. Answer every question posted. The best I'm going to turn into videos just like this. Again, if I answer your question in a video, I'll send you a free copy of my book. You can just check out my email below. Email me, I'll send you a question. So guys, if you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate your support. If you want to connect with me on social, guys, look below. There's all kinds of links to Snapchat, to Periscope. You can watch me work out, Instagram, take a sneak peek in my life, whatever you want to do. Let's connect on social. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.